What's going on, everybody? Jack here, and today we're going to be talking about the Paragon hero Steel. Now lately we've been seeing a lot of Paragon 2s popping up, or Parazombies as I've heard Mangoose talking about them. Which, by the way, if you're seeking any information and updates on those games, go check out his channel. He's much more up to date on all that stuff and all around makes really great content, so definitely check him out. Link will be in the description. Okay, so Steel, I've been meaning to make this video for a while now, and I really wanted to go ahead and push it out since we're starting to see the light and may actually get to play Paragon or some version of it here in the near future. So the purpose of this video is to go over Steel's kit more or less. As I'm sure many of you know, Steel's been altered and changed during Paragon's lifetime, but really in my opinion his original kit was the best one for him, and that's kind of what I wanted to make this video. I just wanted to go over his old kit versus his new kit, and I also just kind of wanted to spark some discussion. Because really we have the opportunity here to decide what kind of kit it should be. You know, obviously there's a lot of different companies remaking Paragon, and we have the chance to tell them what we want to see in the game. So really that's what this video is about, to generate discussion and see what kind of abilities may be better going forward in the new Paragon games, so we can have a game that we all enjoy. Now, if you guys like the video, please let me know, as I also plan to do this for the other heroes as well. Feel free to drop a comment and tell me what hero to do next. And also, if you have any Paragon gameplay videos with your favorite hero, whether it be prior to or after a rework, please let me know, as unfortunately I did not keep much of mine and it's been too long for me to recover my Twitch VODs, so I can really only make videos if I have the content to make them with. So feel free to shoot me an email in the description below if you'd like to submit some videos. Anyways, back to the topic. So Steel, he was like a staple in Paragon. He was, after all, the main cover hero and was like a big bad gorilla alien man of the game. But towards the end of the game's life, he had a different style of play, and he just felt like he was kind of forced primarily into the support role. Which, don't get me wrong, support Steel is fun and you could play him in other places, but just pre-changes he had so much more potential. If any of you used to watch my streams, you know that I loved playing Steel in early Monolith. I primarily ran him as an off-lane carry, or would even run him mid to counter the burst mages when nobody wanted to go there, and it just worked. I mean, like, having Steel in your team was huge, with the ability to run like Purity Sensor, and when Aurora came out, to cancel that game-breaking ult of hers, and in those team fights when everybody would be stunned and you would just cleanse the stun right off. But I mean, really, you could run Steel just about any lane or any position pretty effectively back then, except for the ADC position, unless you were in a lower elo bracket. But really, we're not going to go into too much of that. Steel's versatility just came down to his mobility and his hard CC. OG Steel came ready to go with Charge, which is his dash knockup, as well as Shield Slam, which was his ult, which could also allow Steel to move around in rather unique ways. All of the tanks in Paragon had some form of mobility skill, whether it be Sevarog's Phantom Rush, Rampage's Pounce, Grux's Stampede, Crunch had his Forward Crunch, and even Narbash had his movement speed buff, which was March, which allowed him and his allies to move a little bit quicker for a short period of time. So all of them really had something that brought together a little bit of movement and mobility to the game, which was important in Paragon. I felt that Steel had this down to a T with his old kit, because when a gank was coming for you, you could either ult and escape during the stun, or charge away and plow through the enemy on your way out. One of my favorite things about his kit was the charge ability, and that it was all about positioning and getting the other team out of position by feeding people to your team, shoving them under towers or into minions to make them take some damage and just easier to kill. I found this was super useful when enemies were being way too passive and just sat under their own tower all game. So all you had to do was just ult under the tower and push them out for your team to grab a quick pick and go ahead and take the tower. It was really just fun and satisfying, honestly, and it's just allowing you to be a great asset to your team. Now his new kit is not any way awful. It's got a stun that resets fairly quickly. The passive ability armor was nice to go against the casters, but he just lost his ability to move around the map. Charge made Steel mobile and he felt agile and quick to play, but the loss of the charge really hurt his ability to fill other positions, as he just had to rely on being close to the enemy to stun them, which meant he had to get himself up into the middle of the action but had no way to get out when he was low. That left his ult Shield Slam as being the primary form of initiation, and with it being an ult, it had such a more significant cooldown, hindering Steel's ability to keep up with other junglers or offlaners. Now it could be done, it just wasn't an ideal choice when there was much better heroes and kits for the role. And so yeah, that's gonna be just about it for this video. Obviously I would have liked to make it a little more in depth, but I had to work with what I had and it wasn't very much. Hopefully we'll have more content ready to go for upcoming videos, but if you liked what you saw, feel free to like and subscribe for upcoming Paragon and other related content. Thanks for watching. Peace.